The Warriors, they were in action on ring night. They raised the 2022 banner, and LeBron James, he kicked off his 20th season. Let's go to early in the first quarter. Steph Curry drives. Oh, gets stripped.
Yeah, look. That's the move. Don't hit him with the shimmy.
Dream shake.
Windshield wiper.
Yeah, he was feeling good. Look, this Warrior team, to me, this was the thing that impressed me most. Jordan Poole's playmaking. The fact that he was able to drop some dimes, we know what he can do from the scoring spot. That means he's been in the lab working.
He passed to Draymond.
Yeah. Yes, they were going to. We tried to tell you this stuff happens more than you think.
Lead into it.
And then look, here you go. Stab. Lakers trying to get out, trying to do a little something. The old fella. Old fella still got a little bit. Lakers down 8 at that point. The oldest player to score 30 points in a season opener. He's going to break a lot of those oldest records probably pretty soon.
Well, the Warriors led 59-52 at halftime. Let's go to 8 minutes left in the third quarter here. Russell Westbrook brings the ball to the three-point line. Couldn't quite get it to fall. Let's go to the Lakers' next possession
Couldn't
here.
quite.
Westbrook, once again, throws it away. Opposite side, Steph Curry finds Andrew Wiggins, finishes it off with a layup. Third straight Lakers possession here. Richard Wiggins deflects, sends it over to Kendrick Nunn. Can't quite find Westbrook on that one.
But this is, and look, I'm going to say this is unfair because, look, Russ still was 7 for 12 for 19 points and had 11 rebounds. Like, we're making it simple. We showed all of his bad lights.
Well, we know that the Warriors quarter is the third quarter.
Yeah, there we go.
The Lakers by 13, up 20 after 3.
Yeah, look, we know that this is when the Warriors do what they do. There was a lot of positive things for both sides, but when I said that the Warriors look good and they look like they're ready to repeat, this team looks like, last year was the 15 team. They were scrappy. They were this. This looks like the 16 team.
Well, and this would just be the icing on top of the cake. The Warriors win it 123-109. Here are the Warriors after the game.
14-15 team is a little older through the bench, so a little bit more experience and guys playing different roles. But, I mean, that's where strength in numbers was born. And, the ability to especially early in the year, confidently put out 10 guys and expect them to contribute and expect them to learn and grow in their roles. That definitely has a similar vibe for sure.
All right, Janae, before we get to the Lakers here, because there is a lot to get to, I do want to give the Warriors their flowers, so let's start there.
Yeah, big 3 things that you take away from the Warriors besides they look good, but good with the T, good. First, the number one thing, Steph Curry was on fire for the first game. Check out these numbers. He had 33 points, second most in a season opener for Steph Curry, 40 points in 2015, so this is number 2 on the list. He looked great. He looked like the finals MVP. And here's some cool plays that you can see. The guy was, you're motivated when you have all of that bling. But, it's the first game. I think he started off 1 for 7, 0 for 4 from 3 in the first quarter, and then he gets hot, like supernova hot. 4 for 9 from 3 from second to the fourth quarter, had 29 points. Steph Curry being the chef, already cooking them boys. Now, the second thing that the Warriors did really well, their bench showed up. The Warriors bench will be a big reason that they can potentially repeat as champions. Check out these numbers. I don't know if you just saw them. They outscored, as you mentioned, Malika, by 13 points in the third quarter. Under Steve Kerr, I think the Warriors, during their tenure, have 1,000 more points than any other team in the third quarter. Wiseman, Poole, Moody, you can only imagine that Kuminga and Moody are going to get better as the season goes along. And so the bench will be a huge boost. And last but not least, this is exactly what I said. 1,851 points, over 1,000 points better than any other team in that time span. If you look at the Warriors and you think about big picture, they're deep, they play well, they play 2 halves, and then you're led by Steph Curry, so everything looks better. You have to shout out Klay Thompson, who played quite efficiently, I think 16 points. Draymond had a little quiet night, but when you have the bench production with 3, 4, 5 guys, that's what I've said. Their big liability historically has been that center position. It seems like they're filling and rounding everything out. So the Warriors, they have a lot of reason to be happy besides just getting bling on opening night.
It seems like they're picking up right where they left off, even with some of the drama of the last couple of weeks. Another reason the Warriors ran away from the Lakers in the third quarter was the fact that LA had more turnovers than made shots in the period. In fact, the Lakers shot only 10 for 45 from outside the paint during the entire game. That's only 22%. And their 5 made shots in the mid-range, they tied their season low from last year. But the struggles, they really didn't end there. Take a look at the Lakers starters from 3-point range last night. LeBron led them with 3. but it took him 10 attempts to get there. And then the rest of the starters, they went a combined 2 for 14 from deep. So here's LeBron after the game.
I think we're getting great looks. I think, but it also could be teams giving us great looks. I mean, if you be completely honest, we're not a team that's constructed of great shooting. And that's just the truth of the matter is, it's not like, we're sitting here with a lot of lasers on our team. So, but that doesn't deter us from still trying to get great shots. And when we get those opportunities, you take them. But we're not sitting here with a bunch of 40-plus career three-point shooting guys.
Brian Windhorst, Ramona Shelburne, Ken Perkins are all hanging out with us today. Brian, that's what LeBron said. But there's something that he did that stood out to you?
The truth shake. When LeBron gives that, when he makes a statement and gives the shake, that's a tell. He's laying it out. Now, I usually see the truth shake in like January or February, about 7 to 10 days out from the trade deadline, when he evaluates where his team is. And he's usually right, by the way. It doesn't always mean his team can do something. Everything he said is right, what he said here. I mean, you can go back and look. You can go back throughout his career. When that comes, and it's never good to have the truth shake.
You don't want
it. You don't want it in October.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not October.
Yeah.
He also went on to talk about how he compared it to football. And he's like, look, if you don't have a quarterback who can throw the ball 30 yards downfield, you don't throw the ball 30 yards downfield. You throw it underneath. He even referenced Tom Brady winning with the Buccaneers. And I agree with that. He is right. So why are the Lakers shooting 43-pointers a game? They were 26th in the preseason in three-point shooting. They were terrible last night. I'm not saying that maybe tomorrow against the Clippers they have a good three-point shooting night. But on balance, they're not going to be a good three-point shooting team, and they can't play that way. And LeBron knows it on October 18th.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.